This is another episode of Couch Chats.
Episode 31 and...
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Couch Chats. And we still don't have couches. To my right, I have
the one and only Dando.
It's your boy Malinga. Nang bamba mo Sanpunan.
today, guys, have another hot one. Guys. But before I get to that topic, I was going through TikTok. I'm not a fan of the app, but you know,
and scroll.
Yeah, like says scroll, like
scroll.
you know, baby zangani.
Doom
scrolling. I was doom scrolling through TikTok, and you know, something caught my eye.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of underage kids, you know, doing something very inappropriate for abantu their age, you know. So my icebreaker today is like, Chins, is social media actually dangerous for kids, or is it a tool that can be utilized for something good for abantuan?
There's pros and cons of social media. If you're really being honest, there's pros and cons. The pros is you can learn some other stuff, and so there's certain things that you can learn from social media, which is research-wise, a bunch of other things that you don't know, that you're not up to date about, and so those are the pros. And then the cons is, as you said, the underage kids basically post, and then you get flipping predators and pedophiles who look at those kids in some other way. You get what I'm saying?
Another thing, dog, besides predators and pedophiles, this world is normalizing too many inappropriate things. Because look at the Shein ads.
Shein, yeah?
Shein ads are crazy, brother.
But the outfit.
Shein ads are crazy, brother. They advocate for lust, dog. Because not even TikTok, on YouTube. I'm sure you guys have seen that ad where those three ladies, they look back and they turn around. Then only do they put their clothes on. How do you guys know that? How is that? Because these people are in our those are undergarments, dog. Fully grown ladies, made normal.
But that's not the only like weird ad I've seen from Shein.
That's what I'm saying.
They also do the male G-string.
Chief,
you know, I've seen it.
We used to dance on TikTok.
I've seen it. Like you'd be on YouTube.
Guys. What are you guys buying?
Baboos.
What are you guys buying? Male G-string.
I feel like everybody's trying to sell sex in a sense.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where we are. But it's where we've always been, in a sense.
Yeah.
You know, Maupega, like the things that Ngatini, I won't say huge companies, but people in general are pushing.
Yeah.
You know, Pela Maupegi social media here to Manjicho, there's questionable characters.
You know, someone said on TikTok the other day, was like, as a male content creator, right? If you are not funny, or you have something of some sort of benefit and to the other audience, you're not gonna get any likes, nobody's gonna comment, you're not gonna get anything. Now we are jive cheetah, let's plan jive and so on. There you can get likes. But now we are jive and cheetah, you're not gonna get that many likes. But as a hand, say that a hand can just beg the camera there, dance the worst zap ever. And so on. And people are still gonna like, people are still gonna comment, people are still gonna share, whatever. And not because she's dancing the worst zap. Not ngoba yena uvena what ithatha. What? Amabelenyana. Amachita qeda bahlangana inhloko.
Yeah, and half of them can't dance.
And half of them can't. I feel like we've seen it a lot.
Half of them can't dance.
If we really big, we've seen it a lot whereby you get somebody that's actually talented.
Yeah.
And then that talent gets put like down there, like people don't even pay attention to that talent, but pay attention to low. Let's bonagala ukuthi hello vele.
I mean, sex does sell, dog. Look at our music industries, dog. I mean, like half of these DJs cannot DJ for nothing.
And you know, we don't want to throw them under the bus. But even your favorite, I'm not gonna call her by name, but yeah, she can't DJ for shit. But you know, it's our reality, guys.
But would you? So then, just from this conversation, would you say that talent is now losing its credit?
Yeah.
If I can put it in that sense.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Like
Yeah.
now, I think the things that are normalized are not talent based.
Mm.
But then, isn't that a bad thing for our?
It is.
Not
is,
even
but
for our
What works today is
for our
pretty-
generation, for our country.
what
DJ,
works
you-
today is pretty privileged. Physical attraction will put you on the spot.
On the spot.
One of the greatest things that will put you on the spot.
Whether man or
Over your
female.
talent. Just
And-
being attractive.
Now, Connor, you can have all the talent in the world. Mara, let's say you're signed to a record deal or something, and I might be wrong with this, I stand to be corrected. But a label will tell you how to present yourself. You know what I mean? And that's the case with most of these artists. They want you to portray a certain image of yourself that they know
Is gonna
sells.
sell.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, they also have to make money.
Yeah.
as well.
And
yeah.
they know, it's okay, if you give us this music, talent, yeah,
None.
that's we need
We-
sigale care, we need all of that, you know.
Nigga laba, ngenza.
Yeah, nigga laba fani keke labo. That's what they need.
But then, how can someone make talent relevant? Like, how can you use your talent without compromising it a lot?
I feel like it's I could say right now the most basic answer would be to say stand your ground. That's the most basic answer that I could give, is to stand your ground. Be like, you know
But
what,
you can stand your ground and still not eat. Chief.
you
Yeah,
get that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to. I feel like you need to choose at that point. And so it's like there's a choice that needs to be made at that point. Which is, are you gonna compromise yourself? Are you gonna compromise you losing the person that you are just to get bread into your mouth? Or are you gonna stand your ground and stand on your morals and your values as a human being? You get what I'm saying? Because do you hear what I'm saying? Or am I last?
I hear you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
how
I
many
hear you.
artists do you know that have stayed true to their artistry? Marabayang and
Yeah, a lot.
Because
Yeah.
the sad reality is, guys, not selling your soul means you won't eat in the music industry. And it's not
Kamarengathi.
selling your soul in a sense you're like you're selling your
Illuminati.
soul to the devil.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people get it wrong
Yeah,
when it comes
yeah,
to
I
the
get
music
you.
industry.
Yeah.
When we say you're selling your soul, that means like when you're giving up a character,
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yabo,
Yeah.
to please abanye abantu.
Yeah.
So let's say I can give you an example of Rebecca Malu. You know,
Sure.
she started as like
Gospel sing.
not a gospel singer.
What
She
did
started as
start off? I
a
don't know her history.
what you like a R&B singer, I think,
Oh.
or a pop star. And the type of image she was portraying before that, you'd be surprised. Ukuthi mulo sesifana rola skhalele. You know, it's like no hate on Mama Lupe. No, I love her. But I'm just making an example. You know what I mean? Ukuthi like it's these type of things that happen.
Yeah.
Nah, it happened in reverse for her. Young tall.
And based on that, like I had a realization. Actually, this week, funny enough,
Yeah.
where I was like, I listen to gospel a lot now, but then I found myself questioning a lot of gospel artists, right? Like, because in my head, I want to figure out if are they doing it for the money, or are they genuinely doing it because of the love of God?
I mean, what you're saying, I had a conversation with the brother, and he just kept on elaborating how the gospel industry is more about the cash flow than it is for the glory of God.
Yeah.
And I even see this when we see gospel artists performing in clubs. You understand what I'm saying?
Clubs.
In a club, gospel artists coming to perform in a club.
That's crazy.
You understand what I'm saying?
Huh?
So,
But
Chief, you haven't seen?
Yeah.
Just look in the internet.
It's not only that.
Ayandan Tanzi was at
Soga.
Soga.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
an example. That's
I
an
know.
example.
I know. That I know.
You understand
I
what
was
I'm saying?
thinking him shooting
Yeah.
him Boni.
And another thing is like even Bishop Makama,
Yeah.
he had that situation a couple of years ago where he was basically begging for some cake. Young Tolo, you guys know that VN.
Paying for cake.
Yeah, Kupela Ngufe, yeah. We all know that
Begging for
VN.
cake.
We all know that VN.
What is that?
he was basically asking to get some.
Awale.
Yeah, Bishop M. Makama. And I used to tell my mom
Allegedly
this
or
all the
nothing.
time. I used to tell her all the time that
Alleged. Fuck alleged.
So it's not even
no, it's not alleged. It's
a fact.
It happened. It's a fact. The internet is there. You can go on TikTok and literally look it up and you find those VNs.
Oh, the cake.
Yeah, I literally have a GIF of it on my phone.
You know, I always wonder what goes through somebody's head when you're gonna ask for cake through a voice note.
Because you know someone's gonna share that.
No, like, are you? Is your mind stupid? Like to that point where you're gonna be like, yeah, baby, I'm for cake more. What's wrong with you, dude? What's wrong with you, bro? Why can't you just call? If you're gonna call the person whatsoever, ask.
But
that's the thing.
Okay, as a bishop, sure. Like I'm just saying, as general umchi, the soul, whatsoever. Because for the out there on TikTok or Red Dog or whoever that nigga is, who takes the new girl, what's I'll pay you 2K. Skate cuckoo.
Skate cuckoo. No, but skate cuckoo is wild.
Skate cuckoo. And then I don't know. This thing I started off by like it started off as like, yo, dude, me I wanna smash and so on. And then the hand was like, skate money and so on. As a joke, I feel like I don't know. I've never done it before. So yeah, and so on. So was on Peganjalo. So basically, the nigga was like, how much? The hand was like 2K. The nigga sent it. And so okay, lo hamba ku streaming site yakhe wakhuluma ngale ndawo. Or expose it out. The artist jumps on TikTok. He's like, yeah, I asked for Kuku for 2,000 rand. I was like, ah.
But also, it's kind of fucked up that she posted it though. Young Todd. She didn't have to.
I want to ask a question based on everything you've just said, right? Like, is okay? Maybe the girl was setting him up. Or
Yeah, for
like
sure,
that.
for sure, yeah.
But outside of that, that is a thing, right? Like that is a thing where women do say
same money than our guy.
Yeah. So what do we call that? Do we call that prostitution or what do we call it?
New age prostitution.
Because I wanted to understand that actually, because it's pretty normal, right?
Yeah.
Like for like,
you to take the hand.
There are different ways for like they do it now. You can send money. You can take them out on
Dates.
like a luxury date.
Yeah.
You can buy them this. You can buy them that.
Mara,
and then in return, that is what you
you're gonna
initially
get.
get.
You know
So
what
my
that-
question was, what do we call it?
They classify it as self-worth.
No, it's not something.
It's classified as self-worth. On the internet, just look it up. When this exchange, they classify it as knowing your worth.
And you know when you say this, Nick,
So you're worth 2K. That's crazy. That is crazy.
It's knowing your worth. It didn't say that is my worth. I know.
No matter based on the topic in hand, it means you're worth 2K. How?
But then
You cost the same as a samba.
oh, damn.
That guy.
So what do we call it? Do we call it a trade, which means ultimately it becomes prostitution?
It's what they call in that industry girlfriend experience.
But like
I'm teaching you things, guys. I'm
objective,
telling you.
like objectively,
Objectively.
what do we call it? Objective,
Modern
because I
people.
mean, people will give it different names
Yeah,
because of
there's
you know.
there's no sugarcoating it.
Yeah.
It's prostitution. G. It's not modern day. It's not knowing my worth. You're a prostitute. You're just not saying it out loud like Labo Basichiri. It's really that simple.
So is it okay? Are more relationships nowadays? Are they based on that? Are people do you think that people are in relationships because of love, or are they in relationships because of what someone brings to the table?
What someone brings to the table.
I feel like we're not honest enough in my relationships about what we actually want out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but so I feel like the problem starts there. Must figure manga. You like me. That time you just wanna smash. You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like both genders struggle with this thing. Young Bambam Fit, I feel like people should be more open. Because manje, when we Jola no cherry and it's been like a month or two, she asked you for like 2K, since that's the standard.
Yeah.
You know, she asked you for 2K. Then when I wrote the pronounce, like,
Where did this come from?
where did the 2K come from? Young son,
Say,
chigi
"Kuya, benda
chigi.
wale,
In never say chigi, we say, but no. So and so. Segabuyong pete.
Sekabuyong pete.
Now cops are involved now because you didn't play your part. And as cut, you didn't even know Guti, you're with an escort when you just to cheer up.
Chigi.
Chigi. But
But
you know,
I feel like we said kind of today by you should look at that. I feel like I don't know, but like maybe give a him where people will be like, "Ungati uyangthanda just so you can sleep with me. If you want to sleep with me, rather tell me beforehand. Buti uzilelana, uzokushaya, uvai." Yangithola. Mina and then I looked at it, I was like, okay, cool. Kuyafana noma ngakutshela ngithi mina ngifuna ukuku. It's not like you're gonna die. Young bam. So Amachita come up with this conniving plan of to be like, and I know it's not every other nigger out there and all, but niggas come with this conniving plan of long zomgota nyana for 2 months, 3 months nyana, man got to shine. You get what I'm saying? I know it's not about again.
why you put it on the spot? Not you can't do that.
So what are the
You can't
numbers?
do
What
that.
are the numbers? Like, are there more genuine relationships now compared to
No,
the
no,
amount of
no.
trade relationships?
I'm not speaking for
Is it-
myself, Nakona.
But I feel like there's really not any genuine relationship. Okay, ne, corner my genuine relationships. Ni nenjola yo guys, like I'm not
Yeah.
that's fine. And all. But there's other relationships that are based on what they bring to the table, what I can
But,
get out of
and
you.
most relationships are like that now. If
If you really think- if you
we're
really-
being
yeah,
honest about
most
it,
relationships
because
are
now
like
it's
that.
about, especially speaking on social media, like the impact of social media. We know the impact it
That
has
social
on,
media
on,
has, yeah.
on relationships. Right?
It-
So now it's about, especially. Okay, look, I'm not gonna. I don't wanna point at like a specific gender or anything like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But we know the impact it has on both
Genders, yeah.
Right? Like for instance, as a man, now you're more focused on getting your money so that you can be able to please a woman, whereas women now are focusing on who has more money and who will be able to maintain the lifestyle that I
yeah.
want. So now it's no longer about utan or anything like that. You get it? But then that's messed up.
It is.
Mara, noma a sharp ucheri cho, imali uyayifuna. So lento leyo anyeke uyibalekele.
Yeah.
Like I wish gents could put that whole thing aside. Ukuthi abucheri bathanda imali.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yonke into thing imali.
Man.
cho.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, everything.
Yangithola. It's just that when as umchita, you can't play Champions League on a PSL budget.
If you
I mean, you know what my thing
If you get it,
if you get it, you understand.
yeah.
What is Champions League? What is a PSL?
Okay. No, the
before
thing
I
is,
get-
I'm
I
trying
get
not
it,
to
but
be
why
derogatory.
is it
Yeah.
Young Sola. I'm trying to say, good team. I'm a cheater, Joe. It's catching his name.
That's far, Antoine.
We as far as
Yeah.
into it.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Young mama.
True. Yeah.
You see a hand wearing Gucci.
What's it?
You've never bought Gucci in your life. Then you are like your shell out. The
Of
next
course.
thing when she asks you for that Gucci,
When Udia gold digger. Let's really be honest about it. Like as much as some women nabo bano trying to linya.
But then-
Nazis much.
Yeah. it's not bad.
That's not
It's not bad.
Angeke na Ramsey. Mbonile ukuthi ekini bakushaya nge-standard esingaga.
Hey, when
There's no way that at your house they have a certain standard at your house. Bakushaya nge-Maybach. Ekini hamba nge-Maybach. Uhamba ngama-private jet nan. Ama-highlights wakathi Dubai whatsoever nan. I meet you in the club for sure wherever that I meet you. I ask you to go out with me nan. Then when you have woman I put on a mask and I showed myself, I portrayed myself as someone that I was not. So he's portrayed as someone that has money while I don't have money. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I uyabona ukuthi urathola uchita ngathi naye man. Usaqambile nyana umile usumele nyana. The girl starts asking me to take her out to Tasha's Fire Room, Tiger Valley. Mina ngisakhoni man. Sengithini ngihamba ngigijima machila ngithi no look lo igodi ngiyangihlanyela.
Okay, so based on that, Nem, what is the primary thing in a relationship? Like, is it love first and then everything else, or is it the
lies.
the status first and then the love follows? Like, what is it?
I feel like with that being said, we don't know what love is as a generation and as a people. We
This
lost
one.
the whole idea of love. And on a corner, we think that we're confusing infatuation with love.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? Because if I like you and based off what you look like, I'm infatuated.
Infatuated
You
by
understand?
yeah.
And love is not just, hey, me, I love you with feelings. Love
Feelings.
is what you do.
What you do, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And also with that being said, it's just the whole point of relationship is to build in companionship. So no lie. No lie. Look. The whole point of relationships to build. Then what are we doing there?
Yeah.
Right? If we're not building, what are we doing? If we come together to grow, if we don't come together to grow together, what's the point?
Sialina.
My child is- like what you said, I understand. Well, this is Jalane.
Yeah.
But I would believe that true love in that sense, dog, wouldn't have started with me portraying something was not, because something that's built on a lie has to be.
Everything
It will
is
be
gonna
run
come out. Yeah.
on a lie, dog.
Yeah,
That's
for
what
sure.
I'm saying. So now that's what I'm saying. If that was the case and we were genuine, I was gonna tell you, hey, look,
Kuso.
here's the chat.
Me
You are
nagimi.
like this. Let's move. See how we move forward. And if love is real, we will.
Yeah, you
Understand what
will.
I'm saying?
Call.
We come together.
And it's still
You
nice.
understand what I'm saying?
There are those cases.
Pass. Mina machita yang inkosi. Yang inkosi.
But
I won't lead you astray.
with what I'm saying, eh? With what I'm saying, like I'm saying, that is a real thing.
Yeah.
But yet again, our reality is young. So
I pass.
Really?
I
to
pass
really.
it, but what he was saying, nah, it has some truth. It has some truth. But I'd like to disagree on it. Nah, for me, guys, my relationship have nothing to do with love.
Like modern day or
Yeah, no, in general.
like in general.
Today's reality, my bro.
Today,
Today's
no, wait,
reality.
let me cook.
I
Let me
stop
cook.
streaming la.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So basically, now, what I'm trying to say is, you were talking about Ubutim. We confuse love with infatuation.
Yeah.
Guys, the first thing we want to magnumuntu o umnganyayo, what is it?
Her face.
Exactly. So angeke ungitshele ngokuthi
Is a. Wonali.
personality.
No, that included them, bro. Don't limit it to just the face. That's what I'm saying.
No, for sure. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, but for me, Joe, like, uqala ngokuthanda lento oyibona la.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? Then after that comes the personality. Like
for
you
sure.
said,
You say.
you fall in love with the person.
The person, yeah.
Yangibamba. For me,
Fall in love with you.
after that comes trust. For me, those are my top three. Fuck your love. Just those three. Just those three. Because Joe, yabona ne. Abantu badlala ngothando kakhulu.
But then
Yeah.
what's if you remove the element of love, what's the base of that relationship?
Trust. There's
Until
nothing
when
else.
though?
Pega, Ramsey. A relationship can never work without trust.
But it can never work without love too.
Love ungayibona. Ungayibona.
But you know what the thing is, then I feel like lento like khulumi. You get what I'm saying? Like most of us don't know the definition of love. But if you can get into it deeply, trust does fall under love. It comes with love. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like it's separate.
It's not separate because love for me, my definition of love, according to my principles, of course, is what action.
Yeah.
Love for me is an action. Like for instance, now it's machi but angiknganyo ukuthi ngitshele ukuthi ngiyaknganya ukuthi ngikhope. You get what I'm saying? Like the things I do for you, the sacrifice I make for you, the sacrifice you make for me, that is love for me. You get it? And trust comes with that. Whereas trust on its own is just like it doesn't matter what we do for each other. It's just a thing of no matter where you are in life, we're not just trust.
When that trust is broken, love goes out the window.
Let's be
But it
honest.
comes with
Fair.
Let's
Yeah,
be
that's
honest.
fair.
That as soon as the
That
trust is
is
broken,
fair.
yeah.
That is fair.
Yeah.
So manje mina ngisasho madoda. Trust should be number one when
Mina-
it comes to relationships.
At the end of the day, I'm saying, gents, play around in your text bracket. That's all I'm gonna say. Is play around in your text bracket.
But if love get
Angeke ususupalisa ku-double story uzomhlalisa chrome side.
Angeke.
you know, like
Not chrome side, Emma Flat.
you know what the thing is, man? You know
Yeah,
what the thing
okay.
is? You know what the thing is? Most of the time, bro, that is what we see on social media. You'd actually be surprised at the amount of
Ladies.
women that compromise for the sake of love. Like, you would be so surprised to see what people can do for love.
Yabona love imikisana.
You know the only
Uyabona mara. Need I say more?
What do you mean?
Need I say more?
If there's no love,
Yeah, need I say more?
if there's no love, it's just attachment. I mean, when looking
Yeah.
down and learning what love actually is, I look back and I'm like, I was just attached. Not trauma bonding, it was just attachment, it was other things. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that's you.
Yeah.
You see those things.
Yeah.
So that's why you should. That wasn't love, and I confuse it with love. And for me, I look at it now and then. I love dog. I love.
It's a beautiful thing,
it's a
nonetheless.
beautiful concept.
If you actually fall in love with someone, like now, jokes aside, I still do believe that it should be trust. Number one, Yangtola, lapho vele angifuni vele ukuphikisana nomuntu. But for me, like, if you do get a chance to get genuine love, it's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is.
Trust.
What is trust? It's self-explanatory. Must I define trust for you? Ukuthemba umuntu.
Okay, ne.
I'm a lover of solutions. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lover of solutions.
So now that we're speaking about this, right, and we're speaking about how now there's a lack of love in most relationships. How would you say? I mean, obviously, I think putting it into words is it's kind of off reality, right? But how would you say someone can still find love at this day and age?
I don't think love is something you should try to find.
Hey, mara,
It finds
shey,
you,
sure.
because
But if it doesn't find you,
nomntalo uyabadala abantu engeke bashade empilweni. Yabo,
So if that's you, then it's you hard.
it's you, Joe. It doesn't mean ukuthi wena you're not deserving of love. It just means ukuthi wena kuhlangananga the way. Yangibamba mfethu.
Then next
Yeah.
time, those workers as balanced. They're not aligning.
but then all of this like modern day and glorified prostitution and
Yeah.
the hookup culture and the whatnot. I feel like that is also taking away from the point of
love.
relationships. So now less people are gonna find relationships now, bro. If we're being honest about it.
And I feel
Like less people are gonna get married now
yeah.
compared to back then.
Shut on
thing is-
Because of the cultures that promote certain things.
Yeah, Maranakona. Today, I feel like people are also getting married for the wrong reasons.
And it's
Actually,
an art.
yeah, let's touch on that
It's
one.
an
Let's
art.
touch on the marriage
It's an
one.
art.
Let's
A lot of
touch on
people
that
are
one.
getting
Like an
married
ass food.
for the wrong reasons. Young Tola. And I feel like Nakona, Imishato have been turned into such a spectacle.
It's a trend.
You know
Marriage
what I
is a
mean?
trend nowadays.
Ushatele ukuthi uyogqoka becoming Mrs. whatever at the back. You're getting married just so you can wear a big white gown. Young Tola. Ushatele ukuthi I want to secure my future, not because I love this man and want to build something with him. I'm only marrying this guy because he has money and I don't want to struggle. Young Mamba.
No, I get you
A
there.
lot of
and-
people are doing that nowadays. But let's not act like into Kala manje.
Yeah, it has always been there.
Young Tola. I won't speak for us, but some of the people from the 90s, 80s were getting married for the wrong reasons. Uthola umuntu ushadela ukuthi hey, isimo sasekhaya sisharp.
Can you shut another man?
Angiyoshada nalo muntu lo, and things might get better for me. That's why I went back to the topic ukuthi love for me is not a thing. Because you find these very same people they got married for the wrong reasons, learning to love someone they didn't love initially.
At the start. I mean, we've had those arranged marriages.
Everyone wonder.
I mean, there is also how things like Isthembu happen.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly. But
of-
Isthembu, I don't want to lie to you. That thing is complete BS.
What do you guys think of Isthembu?
It's not okay.
I don't think I would do
It's
it.
not okay, Joe.
But why not?
It's because like you can never give each and every single woman the same amount of attention.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be that one you love more. And I feel like Amachita Gustembu only get married because they wanna avoid conflict. Good lo magani thinking. Mam Spanish.
Even besides the whole,
Is it also ego based? Well,
Yeah.
on the man's side.
Yeah, it can be.
it can be.
I mean, there's a reason why this is called companionship, not companions. It's two.
Becoming one.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not three
'Cause when it's
or
more than
four.
that, as a man, I don't think you're even built for that. You don't have the capacity to. I mean, looking at just one partner and how you can learn this person for the rest of
Your life. When you
How
want
you guys
to
change,
take
how you
another
guys,
one.
Elevate, what do you call it?
Corner
That's what I'm
basebenzelayo.
saying.
I feel like corner basebenzelayo, ne. There's other people that make it work.
I don't think
But Nina,
they are.
me
though.
personally,
It's
Ntwana,
not working.
even I think I was sitting with my cousins and whatsoever the other day, right? His girl asked him for McDonald's, right? We have 400 rand, budget is 400 rand. Not just that, but him the bracket lamus frugusa, slambile not. Some chairs then that I'm fit. Tengala locally, Nandosi, Tengelapo, Begel Credit, not taking McDonald's, Tengandos Begel Credit, right? And so this thing is like, I know, to tell them for McDonald's, for McDonald's, for ice cream, not as much as speaking later. So now we're arguing in the car, whatsoever, I have 400 rand, yellow out here. And so,
Why
yes, simkhaphile phela simkhaphile suka makithi samkhapha naman ukuthi ayothenga lokeli ukudla nandala uthola so now we sibheke le mali uthola he's in his head he's like yo imagine if there were two of them bamcela ukudla bekoyenziwa njani if there was two girls ngale limited budget and I feel like most niggas don't think about it ni busy nikhenkezela nabogela abayi10 abayi5
clipper. Shamakota. Clipper.
For me, another thing is dudes think with the imali, also imali, you are able to handle two women.
You
And
boy,
that's not even
you
the case.
can't,
or
boy.
more than one.
Wait,
I disagree on that.
yes.
I'm
Shoot
out.
one again. Shoot one again. Those.
Hey, man, don't damage mala ya feba.
But that doesn't mean you can't handle a woman.
People that
It's
get
not
into-
about handling. These gents know Wuti. Magna King, I throw money at it.
Mind you, how
But
are you
then
gonna
that's
move
deception,
forward?
no, you're not
You're
doing-
better,
When
right?
as a
Yeah,
man, you're
Mara,
supposed-
you know, that's why now father for you cheating along for selling cooking.
Yeah, Marunga Kota Wuti, that's how they choose to handle it.
Yeah, but now,
But then it doesn't
that's
make
what
it
I'm
right.
saying.
It's not
You-
working out.
No, I'm not saying Guti right. Let me show Guti. If the other person on the receiving end is happy, there's nothing you can do about it.
Who said she's
But
happy?
then
Did she
they're
tell you she's
not,
happy?
though.
Ubani,
Who cares what happened?
well, 50,000 me.
For-
Hey, this is why you
You're
get.
not happy though.
Here's
I'm
what
happy.
I'm
Distracted.
I'm happy.
That's a distraction, chief.
I'm happy. Distract me more.
Have you watched the doubting? Have you watched the doubting?
No.
This is why you get the husband who's rich, ne? Get the father who rich, ne? The husband is a pussy man. The father who humble and umfana mkhukhu kutale isend. Albag. Bakuchithele. Nalo ngabane imali. Lo mfana usala lapho kuthi room yokudlela umfazi wakho.
Bese uyenzani? Thola omunye.
Nalo ngathi ayi.
I pay. What I'm trying to tell you is I can compete in a machita animal.
Avela
compete.
Mara ngidlela
Don't not compete like that.
And
Don't
imali
com-
yakho ngiyayidla.
Don't compete like that. Yeah, friend.
Imali yakho ngiyayidla.
Angayidli imali yalo mchita.
Umfazi wakho
Mara lo
angathenga imoto
mchita.
ngemali yakho.
Yeah, mari 50,000 yini kulo mchita.
It's better, man.
Cheer up.
It's better.
That defeats the whole point.
That defeats the
of
whole
coming
point.
together.
Mina ngithi umfazi wakho angathengela mina imoto uhlala ku 2 room athatha imali yakho angimuvise ku penthouse athatha imali yakho angitshayele ngamaspati
Ah, it's gonna be short-lived.
akunandaba
2-3 months ungakuphumile kwe-penthouse.
Iphethe ngidlile.
Imota kwikolota.
isiphethe ngidlile
Uyidlile mara
Ngitshawile.
ilastanga. I hear down the line you're back at the same good.
akunandaba mina mahleni amajita lapha ekhole ngithi ngamzela
Le
ichill
outi leyo.
ngamzela
Le outi leyo. Yeah, le outi leyo ibiza ngebhari share ku-penthouse. Ikhala phakathi ke-Ferrari. Yazi kusasa ngihlangana noThuli P ngiphumile ezindabeni.
akanandaba
Naye back to square one.
naye back to square one
Ya mara kusala into engizama ukunitshona.
Man,
The cycle
progress
continues.
lapho asasibeki mos.
Akuna progress mara the money is still the same though.
For mala isho next.
ngisho bani
Mala isho next.
ngenzeka izinto nako yabona lezi machita nathi yakhawa mara nave yapeta right there yapeta
That's why
Yapeta.
mina
It's in the smart cheat.
yeah asmachita na yapeta right there
You play.
so basically it could happen ukuthi angithi bafethu cela ningixolele ne I'm not saying khona abantu engibadlela intombi zabo so ne but it could happen that me and Thingy we're not bras, we're not friends like that. And so he's a mutual. He's your closest friend. And so mina ngiyamjela da man. That those things do happen.
Chama phinde lapho mntakwethu.
Ilalele. Me and you, we know each other. We're not close friends.
Yeah.
And so but you and him,
Yeah.
you guys are best friends. Mina ngikena untando is one of my closest friends.
Sure.
And so mina kakhona ka ukuthi ngifela intombi yakho.
Umntana angangitsheli.
Untando angakutsheli.
Yeah.
Ngithola
Yeah.
nami kuyenza ukuthi sibuye sihlale esiprice hleke mina untando so siyakela ukuthi mina
Yeah.
ngizintombi yakho thula ukuthi duwa ngasho next
Yeah.
yabo amajita nawo amajita ayakhipana ukuthi wena we ice boy lapho elona makuthenga utshwala ukuthi wena we ice boy bathumana nawo and that makes like people look at you in some different kind of way umuntu akubhekele past wena just because you don't have what he has in another sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, man.
Yeah, you're making sense, yeah.
Because I've seen there's this other girl like on TikTok. She's funny, yo. Tana muyin pedi nyalo toka nje kutumela nyalo. I'll send you the TikTok. Funny as fuck. And so basically what she portrays is ikutumela lahamba ne ice boy yake to all these events. You get what I'm saying? So now yena uyathenga ke yena mureki. Reka di Hennessy, di Moeti, di VSOP. So not all same fanak. But now when women arrive, and so the kutumela switches up on the boy. Kancane and hamba uthenga inis. Dota hamba ulanda logo lapha emotweni. Dota hamba ulanda logo lapha emotweni. Hamba ulanda. Why can't it be like if we are kena ukuthi out yakho doesn't have what you have as the kutumela and so now Prosper kanayo lento le mina. Prosper kahambi Ferrari, Prosper kahambi ngane McLaren.
Says who?
Man, making example. Prosper doesn't vie with that McLaren or Ferrari. Why mutile ngibhekela Prosper phansi? Why can't I be like a Prosper boy? Nasi sikhaya semoto ntana ufuna ukuchaza abantu ntwana boy fire bro.
I think, bro,
we need currency power, dog.
Noma ngabi current, man. I feel like in everything that we do, some other niggas find a way to pull down their niggas than to help them, to uplift them up.
You know what the thing is, Nem? I feel like as men we are led by ego. Like
Ne.
more than anything else, bro. We're led by ego.
Yeah.
Right? And so sometimes, bro, we find ourselves in situations where we do anything. Like a man would do anything to make sure with the ego
And
yakhe
it's
iphezulu and is fed. You get it? And sometimes if it means ukuthi ngicekele wena phansi makungabe
Kunabocheri,
kunabocheri, so
uzokuyena.
be it.
Oh.
But the thing is, I don't even realize at that point what it's wrong because what I'm focusing so much on my ego, right? I'm focusing on so much on my ego being fed. Tolu ukuthi by the time ungitshela, I already acknowledge ukuthi okay, yes, it is wrong,
But
and
I
I
think-
am gonna acknowledge the fact that you know what, that was wrong. I'm sorry and stuff like that. But then comes another situation.
You're gonna do it again.
Besides me, now,
Yeah,
come
I
another
know.
situation. Come another situation. Now let's say you are in a position where you should be the one that feeds your ego.
Ego, yeah.
Chances are you're gonna do the same thing because what we are led by ego as men, and I think that is the biggest problem. And thing is that writingly, even as a machit, spices,
Overly.
spices because that is how so many influences come in, bro. Like for me to influence you to do something wrong, I kind of make it a point to if you do this, it will feed something inside of you. You get it?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now it's a thing of it's not about morality, it's
Anymore.
not about what is right or wrong. But it's about what? It's about our ego.
Our ego
And
clashing.
what you should do to feel the same thing that I'm feeling. And I think In the I want ego, man.
I don't know, maybe from my perspective, like I could say I was really a person who was looked down on only because I am so kind-hearted or soft or not.
Yeah.
I'm always considerate of the next person in such situations.
Yeah.
Like I don't think, because I've had situations where friends or brothers of mine are, and then you pass the pro card because you know,
for
you
sure,
know, Chief
Mama,
Twara, let's say we're going out, it's your girl's birthday, you don't got it like that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand what I'm saying? And that time, I'm up.
You up.
You understand? I'm saying up.
Wait, Bama, so. And mara, and uchampi spawn za jana. Uchampi shy na dikape. Bamba shy la, pushay ki.
Tepam fanam.
Tenga. Nyabonza wena. Ni great winner. Umshade kati.
But then that's the thing. That is still feeding your ego.
No, but it's not.
I'm saying I'm
You know
not
what it
doing
is?
that.
It's not doing it out of a place of.
I could even give you a card
Wait,
even before.
I think, do you think it's only gonna end there?
What do you mean?
You think I'm gonna give you my card in that situation and it's gonna end there? At some point, I have to tell someone.
Why?
You get what I'm
Why
saying?
do you have to tell
Because
someone?
people do that.
People do that.
People-
man.
People do that.
Speaking about
I mean,
himself.
there's some truth to that. There's
Because
some
we are
truth to it.
prosperous.
Because mang against it or something like that. I'm gonna be like, because finally mid like man.
You get it.
Mafike ngamuthi man.
You get it. You get it. At the end of the day, it's about the ego.
It's a spur of the moment type of thing. Like ukuthi, let's say me no Phumelela having a random conversation. Then it so happens we talk about something that triggers that thought. Yokuthi eish. Yazi man na last week man ngicela ukunika umjida man. Imali so na so.
Yes, mina.
You know what you're speaking about right now? I don't think with you could be with the Maya. You have to shoot kiss and tell. Can I use it in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
situation?
You'd be
You
surprised.
posting,
Kiss and tell.
basically
No,
posting.
I have to
Yeah.
say what I gave you what not.
I gave you what.
But you'd be surprised at how much people do that, bro. Like it's a thing of even a little mama bit, right? Like of course, bro, each and every man. Like when you give to your mother, of course you want to feel that sense of
Mina ngapha nginika umama
Yeah.
imali.
sense of satisfaction. But then what do we do most of the time? We post it or we tell our friends, hey, I'm going to you get it. It's the same thing if you think about it.
I saw what
Yeah,
you said.
But so it's not about you giving. It's about what? It's about you
Getting
getting that thing
That
for
feeling,
yourself. That
It's
feeling.
more about giving, man.
Yeah?
I wouldn't say, I don't want to say on my side, but I would say it's more about
On a
giving. Because my
on a personal
the
level.
only time I find myself even mentioning that is when a true story, you know, such a relationship, and then somebody just
But you know why for you now it's about giving, because now you're in God, so you understand the principles of giving. It's just like I now,
But then
right?
even
Like if I give now, I'm not
before
gonna tell any other person that I gave, but I'm just saying that for people that are not rooted like that, in most cases that is the situation, because I was like that too, bro.
Ha.
Like I was.
Bowuthi ngimgayile lo
Like
1000 rand.
subconsciously, like
Wow,
subconsciously, like njengoba prosper asho ukuthi
Yeah.
certain things it shouldn't be a thing of I'm now standing up and I'm calling umalingu nigga uprosper. I can keep quiet about it, but uprosper because at some point
It's gonna come out.
in time,
Yeah,
right?
You know,
Like if I speak to you and something in our conversation leads
Sparks
to
up.
that,
Yeah.
I am gonna say, oh yeah, yazi uprosper nini bekastakile ngamnika 100 rand. Or ngamnika i 1000. It's a thing of it's not about uprosper. It's not about what I gave uprosper. What's it about? It's about me. It's about me wanting to feel that sense of satisfaction.
But I
Uzomunye
I hear
umuntu athi hayi bowumjida lapho.
Uyabona?
Ufuna net bakhalakise.
Yeah.
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 What a man.
at some point, but Yasmina, I feel like that thing
You
happened.
get
Sorry.
exactly, bro.
Madam,
Sure.
you know what? Let the legi me as in a sense of, as you say, like let's say I gave Prosper to keep and so on, and Prosper comes back next week. I think that about to keep last week. That's what's gonna happen in my seat. And so on, from my side. But I to keep last week. I recently in court. Mara ukuthi mina ngiphakame ntwana ngihalalizele ntwana ukuthi wena nyakondla.
But that's the thing. But that's the thing. As into I understand ukuthi in Malinga.
Yeah.
When we're speaking here, we're speaking for the general.
General,
You
not
get it?
just me.
For
Okay.
for the
The out
No, there's a word for it. For the majority.
The majority, yeah.
Right. We're speaking for the majority. As
That
much
it
as
does happen.
as much as you don't do it, Prosper doesn't do it.
Dan
Ntan
doesn't do it.
But
You
it's
don't
a
do it.
thing.
It's a thing that does happen.
You get it?
And
Like it's a thing. Like most men do it.
Yeah.
Like kuba ngai ukuthi out ikutshela iyenzeni for enye out.
Yeah, for sure. Now I do get it. I know.
Yeah, I did it today actually. But, yeah, like, it had no malice behind it. Like, you know,
There was no malicious
yeah,
intent
there
behind
was
it.
no
Yeah.
malice behind it. Like I was just helping the brood out. You know?
He's doing it now. He's doing it now. Yeah, you get it. So
But you know, I feel like now. But then comes the whole ice boy. You know that shit. About ice boy.
Yeah.
Don't find out about Sumai.
yeah.
So,
Mara,
like
there's a social hierarchy.
no, ish, man. That ain't yap.
No,
there
Mara.
is. I'm
There
not
is.
disputing the fact
The,
that
the
there
thing
isn't.
is, Rems, saying Rems, when I'm in, Sfige emhlabeni kuso.
Yeah.
There's certain things you can't change. Being an ice boy doesn't necessarily mean you'll be an ice boy for the rest of your life. We all had to start somewhere. And at some point in time, now we have to.
No.
Yeah, you need to start somewhere. Baba.
Sometimes people find themselves in different situations.
Yeah, like,
And we're also different kinds of people. I'm not advocating for it, but I'm also not gonna judge someone for
yeah.
doing
Like-
anything to make sure ukuthi ekhaya mhlambe bayadla.
Exactly. You never know
I'm not
ukuthi
saying
being ice boy to loyo muntu loyo ice boy for him ukuthi kumiyenzelani.
No, mina, you know what it is, ne? Like being an ice boy. Hey, but faith,
Oh, no, I wasn't just
mina
ice
ibang
boys.
tuma. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, Guti, why is that a thing? We have to start somewhere. Ice boy considered starting somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, no, sir. Sathuma mathumeka ntwana.
Yabo, mina ngibamba njalo. Bengihlala
No,
nabantu
but
abadala. Okay,
that's-
not abantu abadala like to the point ukuthi time and no.
Yeah.
People that were older than me. I'll take Billy's older than me. Ramsey, you're older than me. And
Everyone.
So everyone, nah, I'm not yeah.
Everyone.
Hawu yintwana.
I would say that everyone that's here now.
Not ngoba ngina 21.
Enhle kangulandeli coke.
Yebo nje, if it's a thing of like emalinga, tell abo Yolanda, ama cups ngalendlini. Angithola. Obviously I have to be like, okay, sure ngiyabuya mase walana. Lana ama cups. Emalinga ntona shiyama ithunga le fridge. Akhichima yolana. Nibadala nakini. Obviously ngizoyilana. Angithola. And it's not even in a sense of ningibhekela phasi ukuthi malinga vele intwana encane siyamondla inini. Ngiyangithuma. Ngiyangicela ukuthi nongilandela inini. So manje our generation ngiyangithola has portrayed this thing of mabathuma intwana encane bathi yena uyi ice boy. Ngiyangithola mabathi wena hamba uthenga lapha inini hamba ulanda inini mabakuthuma abantu abadala. The society has portrayed it and made it seem as if ice boy. No, but at that point you're the person just being respectful.
Yeah,
Yeah, mara
Phela khona le ama ice boy smajita siyalingana. Mara solo bathuma wena lapho ke sure. Lapho
Uthumekayo emajideni.
Lapho ke nyana.
I feel like
Not that deep.
what is the definition? For me, the definition of an ice boy, ne, it's financial. Bro. It's,
Awunamali.
I think it has nothing to do with age. I think when it comes to age, it's just a matter of respect. I don't think parents look at you and then back to me and then back to ice boy. I think they look at you and be like,
You're the youngest, yeah.
But
He's young.
but ice boy for me is like financial, bro. Like never look low na to me.
no, it's not about that. The term ice boy, but I also stand to be corrected. It comes from the mere fact that Hamdi this much the sick group.
When I'm next.
You're the only one that doesn't have cash in that group.
Yeah.
So of course you're gonna be the guy who is sending everywhere now, because you have to contribute somehow.
That's why it's financial.
Yeah.
Because also in that situation, ne,
Yeah.
in that situation also, you Pella, I agree with that, ne, but it's also this thing is a process. You get it? It's not a once in a night thing. Ukuthi now untando unemali wena unemali umalinga kanali. So that means for this weekend.
Malinga we ice
And
boy.
then next weekend untanda kanamali. It's not like that.
It's a
This
thing
thing is
that
a thing
is-
of if you and Untiga are always the ones that always have money, and Umalinga is not the person that always has money, and then Tolugut at that one night, unaimal. Even on that night, also by ice boy. Because this thing is more than, it's also about status. It's about consistency. It's about, it becomes character.
So what to me that? Mina ngale card lapho. Zoyiswipe le XO.
You get it. So for me, an ice boy is financial more than anything else. And the thing is, you know, the thing about Lentole is Kulumanga Manch. We look at it from a club level. We think it only happens in clubs. This thing is actually everywhere, bro. Like, this thing is actually everywhere. Like, Lentole, I'm a financial status. It's everywhere. Even umuntu, even ekhleni. Uthi awena amothenguhla.
Yeah, how much kichima lapho
Like 2 minutes, what I pay right. It does fall under that. It has the same characteristics.
I just now, what do they call their thing?
They have a word for it.
Yeah, like there's a word for it, but it's not necessarily umuntu abamthuma. I don't know how to put it, but bahlezi bathuma lo mngane oshisayo.
Oshisayo.
Umuhle.
Yeah, like let's say
Abakaze bathume lo
yo.
Let's venture ngedlala.
Hey, ufika ngamagama amasha lo muntu
Okay. Maro, or maybe glass.
Mina vele, I love all my PBW ladies.
No way.
Okay, actually, now that I think about it,
Wait, ladies they have a term for ice boy, but like they use it.
I don't know. But
No,
it's
man.
true.
Yeah.
It's
There's
true.
a thing they do with bathuma umngani man. Ukuthi ayoyenza izinto ukuthi the whole group ibe mnandi.
Oh,
Yeah.
siyakubamba.
Yangithola bathume lo muhle kakhulu. Hey nangu loya. Yangithola nangu Prince KP lapho unemali.
But then when you think about it deeply now, does that point to the fact that bullying has never stopped?
Bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
Because I
get
mean that
bullied all
is
the time.
like a form of bullying.
But
We
we
may
are
not say it like that, but it is a form of
But now
bullying.
we are
Ukuthi solo
Ma
sakugqekela phansi.
umdala so uyazivumela.
Akekho
But if you're bullied for so long, it becomes part of your life. You accept it.
Oh mara ay
nayangivuma.
Yeah?
ngavumi ngawe man.
Ungavumi
Ungavumi
ngawe.
Ngavumi ngawe.
I definitely agree with that.
Nabe sona kwathi uma wena ukuthi uhambe kule ma-section alama out la ukuthi wena uhlanganisa amabhodlela inini ngavuma kuyabheda le ngawo. So now mina shoot it if I choose not to go there, shoot it nina niphuze ke.
But
Like, I'm just saying.
Gosh, smoothly.
Nobody even think about
the
the
star of the show.
Awazi baba sayivile ngamakhothi category. Malinga Hennessy, Pili, Ice Tropez.
Yeah.
But I'm like, boy, dude, this thing is child, boy. The duration of it is because
But then it also shows the extent in which
friends have.
we men
Oh, okay.
like as amadoda sapazisana.
That's Tom.
I feel like
Does that say Uti, the enemy of
Right.
the black person is a black person? But for me, I say the enemy of a black man is a black man.
Who's Chawaye?
I said him as
It's a Kawatana.
like we and it's a sabotage
Blind.
in a lot of things.
Blind.
Like,
Doesn't even have to be with women.
but then
Nothing, Malin.
how
Ay malinga good.
if we wanted to
change it. Like with for those that don't see me, with
quotation marks, we wanted to change how
how would you say we should go on about it?
To change that.
Yeah, to change
Change
this
it.
whole thing of
Like
us.
in mindset of the black man.
Yeah,
I feel like it starts at home, Joe.
yeah.
It starts with your dad. You know?
Okay, labo banganabo.
Start with yourself.
Yeah, when uzazifundisa, Joe. You know what I mean? But currently at the end of the day, Joe, because maling with me nangkhona ukuphatha amanye amachita wami sharp. I should have seen it somewhere.
Yeah.
Ngiyamthola. Mina ngibone mhlambe, I'll give an example. Time alarm for example. Uthi, oh, you know, umbona ukuthi whenever man umnganakhe alukhanja. What's this thing? Ustakile.
Yeah.
He always avails himself ukuthi I think hambe ngiyomnceda. The next door child akanakudla akananani.
He avails himself.
Oh yeah, mina nosiyabonga siyo McDonald. Come with, let's go. You know, so I feel like all these things, Joe, you know what I mean? Mara, I guess we pick it up on the street mainly because how people treat you.
Yeah.
So before silungisa izinto eziningi Joe, kose lesiqale silungise ngathini man.
Endlini.
Yeah, ulungise endlini Joe.
The base.
Nakhona like nathi sibantu Joe. We must stop misleading each other man in society. You know what I mean? Namachita amaningi Joe who talk a lot of BS. Yangithola mfethu, and it plays a part or role in lo muntu ozoba uye.
Yeah.
Mhlawumbe umchita. I'll give you a simple example. We're here as a group, we're chilling, right? But then there's that one specific group that you guys don't want there and you guys want to make a plan to ditch him. And he sees it. He sees this thing.
And he knows it.
It's happened to me before. Young Todd.
Yes.
No, not with you guys. No, it's not that deep.
Sorrow.
That's not
Yeah, no, it's
the
not.
snacks.
But
Yeah,
it has
like for me,
But,
it's
yeah.
not that deep. You know what I mean? For me, it's a matter of hey, ntwana man, I'll minus
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Be
Like,
very
be
direct.
straightforward. Yeah.
Don't tell me plans. Then when it's time to initiate those plans, when I saw angisho yaza machita njani azokutshela ukuthi ya mina ngisaye Rockville lo munye uzothi mina ngisaye Nazi kanti indlela bayohlangana imende iphumile when we won we
Ona bakutshela.
so icala lapho Joe kosele
So
silungise
wena uprefer ukuthi bathi ay minuseka nje.
Yeah.
emfethu ukujita lokho
Yeah.
uyabona ngisho ukuthi bayi 77 when I was 8 ambulala
Yeah.
Wona yimuva namajita mfujana.
And izolimaza, but I feel like as a man I'm
It's
gonna
better.
respect you more.
yeah
Then ukuthi wenza amaplan esayidini. Because kusho ukuthi already senikhulumile. So nina hleba ni.
Kahle kahle.
and when as
Already.
umjita
Mara nami ngilangishilakalela right.
and
It
when
it has happened to me
it's
before.
very, as it outing I'm out or the people that you call your friends do that to you go get a new bunch.
That's
Yeah.
what I did. Me
Go-
nami
go get a new
ngilangishilakalela
bunch.
right.
Most
Go get a
definitely.
new
Most
bunch.
definitely. Me, it has happened to me in high school where I used to hang out with these gents, but they would never include me in the plans. Nah. But I would say, into anazama prazwa. I'm told, Maslangena I would buy like chow, whatsoever, nah. And then they would make plans, but not include me. Have a whole group chat, but I'm not in the group chat. That's when I was like,
It's time for
Yeah.
change.
time for a change.
It's
Time for me
time for
to
change.
get a whole new, and I got a whole new friend group. Ne prazam, and it's proper and it's bangers. And so, God, really, like that ain't your pet. I wouldn't even lie to you. And so-
But okay, just to pull us, just to ask like why do we do that? I mean, I know that we've already mentioned ego, but
Yeah.
why do we do that? Why do we? Is it a thing of mhlambe sibona kwangathi umuntu uzosehlisela status or
I think so.
uzosilibazela?
Yeah.
I think-
because we don't have money. Like, why do people do it?
I feel
Overcompensation.
Yeah, but
Status.
I feel like
Ego.
mostly it happens because of what you just mentioned now. Good style, agana style, man, low man. Mara nakona.
Also those spices.
Those spicy.
It's sharp.
Maria, most of the time, that guy that you, this is for me, that's all. For me. And so, and I'm gonna make an example. So, then I'm going to prosper. And so, Sierra Pambili, now, what as you said, by 7, so, when I prosper, so what about Nabanya, we're basing out. Young Baba with teaching. Basing on prosper. Who prosper and must to prosper minus Sega. Now, what about what shit? You were so okay. So, imagine that here. Yes, like those things do also happen as well. And so, Mara. On the other chances, and ngifunela ukuthi ngihlanganisele abochiri ngangithola nalena yapain ngangithola kunina ngifuna ukuthi ngihlanganise isitoko mase sihlangene itaye junior h2
Yabona.
But i-catalog. I-catalog.
So again, yabona ukuthi lento lebela ku. So this thing is not happening in relationships only.
it doesn't like
So,
happens
so friendships are also
Friendships
now
are
less
also-
about
yeah.
love and more about trade. It's
not
more about what you also. It's also about now what you bring.
yeah
So it's not just in relationship.
thina
Friendship.
sithi bokela ama friendship wabo
The whole of
ayaphetha.
society is a mess.
It's a mess. And what's crazy?
Abakabuye. Akasala buye.
Alkali Tilom.
And you know what's crazy?
Alkali Tilom.
You know what's crazy is how it's how we say women's friendships don't last, but men's friendships last based on lies. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's facts.
Our friendship lost based on lies. Like how much does Kamila manga, James? Like most of us lie to each other, boy. Like what? No much it's available. There's good male friendships where we like, you know what? Out charmly.
Like this
And
one.
then there's other friendships where we like,
Yeah, you see that man behind the camera there. Sorry to cut you off.
but now I hear you.
What a
Yeah,
friend.
now, what
Yeah,
a friend.
friend.
You get what I'm saying? You're like, this is a proud man, Gucci. Man, stakile. Not even financially or what. None of them are like, I know, I'm stakile, I'm in a bad place. I'll be like, dog, Ramsey boy.
Yeah.
Ah, boy, can you please come by? He will pull up. And so there's those kind of friends. There ain't a friendship like mine or my cheetah, really.
Yeah, but we just chill.
You just chill.
Yeah.
Not really close friends.
You feel like as you grow, as
Umchita,
you start to realize these are my friends, these are people I know.
Yeah.
Because like, funny like with the people on the podcast, Young Tola, I could say these people are real friends.
Yeah.
Young Tola, because we have Zubuti Untando. Although he might not be close to money,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's friendship. It doesn't necessarily mean they have to see each other
Every day or text every day.
Yeah, but
And
cool,
also
that's friendship.
And also there are no side dealings.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like there's no
Akukuthi
I would
ufuna-
no
No.
feeling it prosper 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
You get it? Like there are no side dealing.
And I feel like the way male friendships could grow a lot more. How much is the now was 99 so within the time feta we are paid. Then to end the pet or
Yeah.
And I feel like that's at most friendships are like that. The friendships that with my boys is like that. More petil. Success it and I petil boy. I September boy okay, I got a September then to 2 years ago. You said not pege. And you tell a chiggy yan. I September. What to she look at because I was and in the piasan. You learn to inside.
That's
And
a
so
lie.
Nabo magamla ngiyabatshela. Ngiyabachela into eboya
Mina
no mfazi. Ngitshele straight boy. I feel like if we could tell each other straight up.
But I feel like that also depends on, because let's be honest, bro. Deep down, we know the depth of friendship. You get it. So if a relationship yam now does not have depth, I have no reason to tell you straight.
Yeah.
But if yam no prospinate depth, chances are I'm gonna tell him.
You know,
and because we've also created that space
to tell each other,
right, for us to tell each other. You can't just tell someone just because you consider them a true friend.
And then you tell them, Guti.
Like you can tell someone freely if you know deep down, okay, and that this person will take the correction.
Yeah, and won't just
You
break
can't
the
just
friendship.
you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. If most friendships could be like that, like have that depth to the point where you be like, and you won't take offense. Look better work. Our friend is never right. It's never correct.
Yeah,
Now,
because also what I'm
don't take
learning is
offense.
there's this thing where they say, if you detach from a lot of things and you stop doing a lot of things that so many people do, you'll realize just how many people you don't actually like
Need.
align with.
Yeah.
Like you'll actually realize, because it is something that has happened in my life, bro. Like I had a big circle. At some point in my life I had a big circle. Like I'd say that I knew everyone, and I didn't just know everyone by their names, but I knew them because they were here around me. You get what I'm saying? But then the moment I started letting go of a lot of things, I began to see the change within that circle. Like you now see ukuthi lo muntu obekahleza kufonela every weekend akasakufoni. Lo muntu obekahleza text every Monday akasaktext. So now a lot of things are changing. So that is also
that is something that does happen. The more when you detach yourself from something, it does happen. With abantu labo ukhuluma nabo kakhulu. Abasekho sebayabaleka man. Bakubaleke. Bayavala bathi. And then you find yourself in a place you be like, you thought you had friends. That you had zero friends. It was just people that you knew.
But then last question, right?
Yeah.
How then I'm asking all of you guys, how would you say, how can you navigate that change of friendship? Like when you lose people and gain people, how do you navigate around that?
How do you navigate that change of friendship?
Yeah, like if there's someone out there now You get what I'm saying? This person has friends, but then maybe now this person is losing friends because of a change of lifestyle, or I don't know, change in something. And this person doesn't know what to do, and they feel lonely, and they feel like they need to go back to their friends even though they don't feel loved. Like, how can you say, how do you navigate around it?
I'm gonna say that start by seeing yourself, value yourself, and love yourself. Then it's only easier to allow people that don't belong to let people that don't belong go. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But by seeing and valuing yourself and having, not only having a backbone, but having standard and principles that you live by. You understand? So anyone who's going to obscure that, you don't want them there because they are an obstacle of you and yourself and you being truthful to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? And dog, the world is a big place, dog. You're gonna find people that there's no such a thing. There's no one. You will find friends. You will. You will find your circle. You will find. If it takes praying, pray. If it takes, you will, chief. You. Info. You will. You will.
Me, boy, I feel like my answer is basically the same as Nintendo's, bro. It's like, just start investing in yourself a lot more. See yourself first for who you are and start valuing yourself a lot more. The more you do that, and the more you contribute towards yourself. Anybody that basically sends in some sort of negative energy into your life, now you can already see in you more stuff where you just be like, I don't need that. This is not the type of energy that I need in my life.
And you attract what you are.
And literally. And the more you spend time with yourself, I feel like you learn more about yourself as an individual as well. And so and you start learning like certain things and whatsoever. And as Ntando said, the world is a big place. It's what, 7 point something billion people or 8 billion, maybe the numbers might be wrong. You will find a circle for you. Huh? 8.2 billion. So that's funny, guy. Must minus again. Hi. That's cutting. I'm joking, but there is a circle for you out there. There is a person for you out there. You get what I'm saying? So I would say if you are at that space right now where you feel like you are alone, you don't have friends because of your change in lifestyle.
It's a phase.
It's a phase. The phase, and then you will get friends whatsoever. Here's about complain about it. I got to varsity, I have no friends, none. But as time goes by, you can already see with the man. No mood low la petasi no nyakonu ringa nae. Nang tola sa ringa ngane. Start small and then become something big. So man.
No, I'm gonna keep it very, very brief. For me, just be a good person, man. Like you don't focus too much on making friends. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like with this bunch like of people here on the podcast, I don't know with the friendship group, yes, guy.
Yeah. Real, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. We go to 1, 7, fun. You know what I mean? For me, it's all about when unjani at the end of the day. Because like Ntando said, you attract what you are. If you're a good person, but don't let that confuse you. You're still gonna have people full of shit come to your life. You know? And that's just and who just come into your life to disturb your peace.
Yeah, real.
You know? They have no or hey, that person looks like they're having a good time, eh? So hey, for me, like, that's all I need to say. But otherwise, this was another dope episode of Couch Chat without the couches.
You know what I'm saying? Kutitimela ngovu. How? Because let's pose it. Kutitimela ngovu. Mara lo puti.
Bengizengishaya iwalk off emnandi so.
Kutitimela ngovu, guys.
Uzayiphi.
Okoranja skete mngani. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yo.
This is another episode of Couch Chats.
Man, what a dope episode, eh? I'm a totally anchor in Asia, man.